Michy Batshuayi could not convert Antonio Conte with the goal which won the title at West Bromwich Albion, or a late winner at Atletico Madrid, or a hat-trick in the League Cup against Nottingham Forest. So, two more in the FA Cup against Newcastle, one tapped into an open goal and one assisted by an enormous deflection, are not going to transform his future at Chelsea. As far as Conte is concerned, there is more to the matter than sheer weight of goals. The manager wants to see more technical polish during open play, an improvement in energy and mobility, and greater team awareness from his centre forward. Chelsea 3-4-3, Caballero 7, Rudiger 6, Christensen 6, Cahill 6, Zappacosta 6.5, Kanté 6.5, Ampadu 77, Drinkwater 6, Alonso 7.5, Pedro 8, Hudson-Odoi 81, Batshuayi 7, Hazard 7.5, Barkley 73, 5, goal scorers, Batshuayi 31, 44, Alonso 72, subs not used, Eduardo, Fabregas, Moses, Musonda. Manager, Antonio Conte 7, Newcastle 5-3-1-1, Darlow 6.5, Manquillo 5.5, Murphy 77, Linda 5, Marcel 6, Clark 6, Haidara 6, Hayden 6, Otsu 83, Savit 6, Shelby 6, Richie 5, Gale 5, Jojelu 64, 5, Bookings, Linda subs not used, Woodman, Dummett, Diane, Yedlin. Manager, Rafa Benitez 6, referee, Kevin Friend. Attendance, 41,049. Chelsea will continue their pursuit of Edin Dzeko from Roma, and if they sign him or any other centre forward before Wednesday's transfer deadline, they will consider Batshuayi's desire to leave on loan. Sevilla are interested in taking him to Spain for the rest of the campaign, but the clock is ticking and a series of midweek Premier League fixtures will complicate the final days of the January market, if this turns out to be his final appearance of the season at Stamford Bridge. Batshuayi was at least able to savor it, having scored twice in the first half to set the champions on the path to the last 16. He celebrated with an emoji-laced tweet about his new hairdo, having moved into double figures for the season and enhanced an impressive goals per starts ratio. Batshuayi has 19 goals and 18 starts plus 35 appearances as a substitute since his arrival from Marseille for £33 million in the summer of 2016, and he might easily have finished this tie with a hat-trick. Twice in the closing minutes he was denied by Newcastle goalkeeper Karl Darlow. The first effort following a flash of fancy footwork which left Chancelman scrambling around on the turf. Not for the first time, Marcos Alonso scored Chelsea's third. A free kick curled over the defensive wall and past Darlow in the second half, which added comfort to the win for last year's beaten finalists. Newcastle's long wait for major silverware goes on, and they rarely even get close anymore. It is 12 years since they made it to the FA Cup fifth round, and Rafa Benitez sounded like a manager with other priorities, as he dodged questions on the transfer window with an extensive range of enigmatic facial expressions but very few words of interest. For half an hour on the pitch, the Benitez strategy was encouraging. Newcastle defended in numbers with a back five and an industrious midfield diamond behind Dwight Gale. Often marooned as the lone striker, they were aggressive and physical, hustling Chelsea into mistakes on the ball and even managed to threaten occasionally on the counter-attack during the first half. Willy Caballero made the first save of the game from Jonjo Shelvey and was the busier goalkeeper before the interval, but the game changed with Batshuayi's double inside 13 minutes. Both goals came from sweeping attacking moves launched from Pedro from deep in Chelsea territory on the right to Eden Hazard advancing on the left. Pedro released Hazard for the first with a magnificent pass, teased behind Mumba, who had a difficult afternoon charged with the task of shackling the Belgian. Hazard feinted to go outside and checked the ball inside for the run of wing-back Alonso, who stabbed a pass across goal where Batshuayi tapped a simple finish into the unguarded net. Pedro won possession for the second in a similar area and punished Newcastle on the turnover. Again picking out Hazard, who rolled a pass to Batshuayi. Jamal Lascelles slid it full stretch in an attempt to block a low drive, but only managed to deflect it and send the ball spiraling high over the head of stranded Arlo when it was 1-0. Caballero denied both Gale, who rolled away from Antonio Rudiger, and Shelby, who pounced when Danny Drinkwater was caught in possession on the edge of his own penalty box. At 2-0, Chelsea's backup keeper, Deputy for Thibaut Courtois, produced an excellent save to ensure Mimbu did not reduce the deficit before half-time. There were no such alarms for Conte's team after the interval, as the deficit forced Newcastle to play with a little more adventure and created the space to make Chelsea more dangerous. Darlow made an excellent save to keep out an outrageous volley by Alonso, which clipped Javier Manquillo and made the work of the goalkeeper even more eye-catching. Alonso did find the net, curling in a free kick 18 minutes from time after a foul on Davide Zappacosta. It was his 7th goal of the season for the prolific wing-back, with the tie settled and Bournemouth due at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday. Conte took the chance to withdraw Keyman Hazard, N'Golo Kante and Pedro. Ross Barkley came on for his home debut, and there were rare opportunities for teenagers Ethan Ampadu and Callum Hudson-Odoi. A glimpse of the future perhaps, but a future unlikely to include Batshuayi.